Hello and welcome back to Curb FM, and today I'm bringing you a tutorial on how to activate the J League in Football Manager 2020. Now, some of you may know that in the vanilla version of the game, the J League is not activated and doesn't even have any players in it, and the Japan national team is normally blocked as well. But in this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to add in all of the players based in Japan who normally aren't in the database, as I say, as well as the real names for the teams, the real kits, the real logos, and the real faces for the players as well. And it's a little bit of a complicated process, so I thought I'd condense it all down into one nice video. And before we get started, I need you to go down to the description and open the links that are there. You should see 6 links in total, and I'll run you through what those are quickly. And firstly, you should see a link for the J League face pack. Then you'll see a link for the actual league database itself, and then we've got the real name fix that we're going to download. We're also going to download a logo pack, a skin that will activate the profile screen, which is normally disabled for Japanese teams, which is the screen where you can see club background, the kits, the key players, hot prospects, all that kind of thing. And you don't normally get to see that with the Japanese clubs, as I say, for licensing issues, I guess. And then finally, we've got a link for the real life kits that we're going to add into the game as well. So once you've got all 6 links open, go over to the first one, which is the J League face pack. Now you need to scroll down, and big shout out to EST Toro who has released this face pack, and it's really good. But yeah, you need to scroll down to the download section and you'll see a media file link. So once you've downloaded that, we're going to move on to the next step, which is to download the database itself. Now you're going to need to scroll down past the screenshots and shout out to Dosukoi who has released this one. It is based on Karin's player database, which has over 6,000 people, but Dasuko has made the leagues and Karin has made the players, so shout out to both of those as well. Really good work. And underneath the screenshots you'll see a link for another media file link, and you need to go there and download that as well. And once you've done that, we need to move over to the licensing and real name fix, which is on Sort It Out SI, and you'll need to scroll down past the screenshots, and on the right hand side you'll see a download link. Once you click that, you're going to see 3 mirrors here, so you've got either deposit files, mega, or uploaded.net. I'd recommend the mega link if you're going to go for one of them, but it's up to you. And once you've downloaded that, we need to move over to the Tcm Logo Pack, which will contain all of the Japanese clubs in it, and I think it's the best logo pack, most complete one, and the best looking, I would say. And you're going to be led to this tcmlogos.com/download and pick one of these links here. You've got Mega, which I'd probably go with, up 2 box, you've got Jberg, and make sure you do one of these top 3 here, and I'd say go with the first Mega link there. And then once you've got that, we need to download the skin, which enables the Japan profile screen, as I said before. And this is from Blues Till I Die 00. And this is the best skin for the game. And luckily it includes this Japanese mod as well. So you want to scroll down past the screenshots and you'll see some links down here. The latest one for me is 1.2.1, but you want to download whichever one is the latest at the time of watching for you. And once you've downloaded that, finally we move over to the kits, which we're also getting from Sort It Out SI. And again, on the right hand side you'll see a download button. You want to go there, and then I'd say pick the media file link once again. And you should, once you've done all that, you might want to pause it at this point just to catch up. But I've already downloaded everything, and you can see here in my downloads folder I have 6 files to work with. And so hopefully by this point you've all got the same files as I have, and we're going to have to change something with this first file, which is the database file. And I want you to just rename it, and I want you to add to the start of this file name 001_. And now this will make sure that it's at the top of your editor data folder, so this will make sure that the unique values line up with the graphics pack. So make sure you do that first, and then once you've done that you need to move that over into your editor data. You'll see that I've already done it, But your editor data file will be in your documents normally. Then you need to go to Sports Interactive, then Football Manager 2020. Then you should see the editor data file along with all of these folders. If you haven't got it, create it with a new folder. And yeah, so drag the .fmf file into there, which you've just renamed, and it should be at the top of the list. And while we're in the editor data folder, you're going to want to open FM2020 licensing and real name fix. And once you've got that open, I want you to go into this folder, and you'll see an editor data folder within this, and go into there and copy them all across onto, again, the editor data folder, and that should copy across 7 files for you there. And then you want to close that off just for now. We're going to go back to this shortly. That'll be the last step that we do, but for now just close it off. Then you're going to want to go into your graphics folder and extract your J League kits. I've got mine arranged into this folder here, but as long as it's within this graphics folder itself, you can just drag it in like that, and you should see all of the kits in there. So once you've done that, we're going to do the same with the Mega Pack Tcm20. This comes with ad boards, which I don't really want on my game, so I'd go into graphics, and then just this logo folder here is the one you'll need. Drag that in, and that should give you all the logos. And next up, we need to go to the J League face pack, and you'll see this has already been renamed to 001, which is ideal. You want to just drag this folder across, and you'll see that mine is here at the top because of the numbers. And that's it for the graphics folder. Now we need to move down to the skins folder, go into TCS 2020, whichever version you've got, and drag that straight across into your skins folder as well. And yeah, hopefully I haven't gone too fast there. Maybe you'll need to watch it a couple of times in case I have sped up a little bit, but hopefully you're with me. And the next thing we need to do is to go into your Steam folder, which you should see in wherever you save your Steam games. So it will probably be program files. For me, I've created a folder called games on my other hard drive, but yours will probably be program files, then Steam. Then you need to go into Steam apps, common, and then you should see all the games that you've got installed on your device. And then you want to go to, of course, Football Manager 2020, then data. Then you want to go into database, the DB, and then you should see 3 folders, maybe 4 if you're a bit in the future. And now you want to go into your FM2020 licensing and real name fix once again, and you want to go inside this folder, and you'll see DBC, so you want to highlight that, hold control on your keyboard, press EDT and INC. So you're selecting all 3 of them. Then you want to go into each of these folders. You might have more than me, but at this point there's only 3. And you want to delete the folders of the same name. And then you want to drag them over fresh. So not replacing them. Delete them entirely and then drag them across. And do that for each of these, as you'll see me do here. And you want to keep this player_fixed.dat folder. Just make sure you're only deleting these folders here. And again, drag across. So that should be everything. So now, if you've got your game open, make sure you close it, and you want to start and open it from a fresh load. And I'm going to do that now. So we're just going to load up the game, and I'll see you in a second. By the way, while we're loading the game, if you want to go and check out my Ajax series after this video, feel free. We're currently in the 2nd season, and things are going pretty well, so be sure to check that out if you're interested in a playthrough. And by the time you're watching this, there will be a J League save that I'm running where we're playing as Vissel, as you can see here. So if you want to see this in action before you do it at home, maybe you want to check that out as well. I'll leave the links in the description. But anyway, let's get into the next step. So once your game is loaded, you want to, of course, create a new career. Then you want to click this button up here where it says Football Manager 2020. For now, I'm going to untick these leagues that I've added. These are just some Asian leagues that I've added to add more depth to my game. As long as any databases that you've added haven't had players added to them, I think you should be okay, but I'd be careful on that. So what you're going to want to do is tick every file that says FM20 sort it out SI license fix, apart from the one that ends in media files. So you want to untick that because that will mess up the unique IDs. But other than that, you're okay. And of course, you want to tick FM20 JPN League System 2019, which is of course the Japan database. So you should have 8 enabled. If you haven't, make sure you check that yours match mine. And let's get into loading the save. So you want to click confirm, of course, then you want to click advanced setup at the bottom. Now you're going to see the same screen as me. For this, I'm just going to only load the Japan League, so you should see it now under Asia at the top, and you want to click that. And then what we're going to do for this is go into where it says database in the top right. Yours might say small, large or medium. We're going to go into the advanced section. I'm just going to clear all this for now. This is just my custom setup that I've had. So you want to do either small, medium or large, depending on your computer. It's up to you. I'm going to go with large for mine. Then you want to go into where it says nations and click add, and then go to Japan. And then you're going to tick players based in nation and players of nationality. So that will load in everyone that's based in Japan, obviously, and everyone that's Japanese around the world. So that gives you some players to maybe bring in to the league. So you want to click OK. So we've only got around 8,000 players overall in this database. But of course, if you want to add some more leagues, feel free. With this, I'm just going to go with Japan just for demonstration purposes. I'd recommend these settings. This is what I do anyway. I don't add any key staff. I don't add any players. I've got do not use real fixtures unticked. I've got use fake players and staff, of course, unticked. Disable first window transfer activity ticked. That's just a personal preference. I like to start the season with the real teams and let the game evolve from there, but it's up to you. For this, I'm just going to disable player attribute masking, but I'd normally keep that off. And personally, I keep prevent use of in-game editor on, so you can't use the in-game editor. And this doesn't mean the pre-game editor, which the database is created in. This is the one where you can basically cheat in the middle of your game, and I'm not about that. But again, that's up to you. And then you want to go into the bottom corner and make sure you've picked the 21/1/2019 start date. You can go with 2020, but I personally want to go with 2019. I'm not sure if there's any bugs if you start in 2020. And then what you want to do is, of course, click start game. Now this is going to take a while, so again, you want to pause. This is adding tons of players. Everyone that's based in Japan has basically been added to this database. So it's generating all of those players now. And also one step I forgot is I'm currently on J League Division 3, but you can actually go lower with this database. But for now, I'm just going to go with Division 3. But again, I'll see you in a second once this is loaded. And now my game has loaded, and you can see here that the logos are there. We've got the right team names, and we've got the kits up here. Now, if you haven't got this, don't worry. What you're going to do is pick your team that you want to be. For me, I'll just say Antlers for this one. And I'm just going to save this as well. I'll just skip all this for now. So once you've got your team selected, you're going to go into the FM option button at the top here. So you click that, then go to your preferences. And once you're in there, you want to change your skin to TCS 2020 and click on that. Then you want to go to advanced and then interface, and make sure you've ticked reload skin when confirming changes in preferences, and untick use caching to decrease player loading times. So once you've done that, you want to click confirm or reload skin, depending on if you've already got the options ticked. And this will load all of the graphics from fresh. So now you should be where I am, where we've got all of the players, I hope, such as Leandro here, has his face. He's got the logo next to him, and you can see here that we've got the profile button when you go on the clubs, and you can see this screen which normally isn't here. And of course we've got the kits. And another big thing is the Japanese team should be playable now, and you can see it's made up of some players from the J League who weren't originally in the game. So this tutorial should help you completely add Japan and the J League and all of the other leagues down to level 6 to your game. So hopefully it worked. If it didn't, maybe just watch it again and see if there's anything that you missed. But I think I've covered everything, and let me know if it worked for you down in the comments below. And if you've got any questions, let me know as well. I'll try and help where I can. But if you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. It helps me out a lot. And make sure you subscribe if you're interested in more Football Manager content. And yeah, why not check out one of the videos that you can see on the screen right now. But until next time, peace.